Y'all, so it looks like we finally have the full story of Katt Williams and his situation with the Hollywood elites, because it goes beyond banter alone. For a long time, Katt has been in the business of exposing some of the wildest and craziest sides of the industry and the freaky stuff that they have been getting to behind the scenes. Many celebs have come out to speak against him, calling him a liar, talking about how he was jealous of them because he wasn't a success, how he was a flop because he wasn't willing to pull in the work, how he was on drugs, and blah blah blah. Katt, on the other hand, has stayed 10 toes down, exposing the celebs at every opportunity he gets. Unfortunately, this means that his career is not as successful as it should be. Everybody knows that Katt is one of the most talented comedians of all time, but according to him, the reason he isn't as successful as he deserves is that the high-ranking members of the Illuminati held his career back to punish him.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
However, several people in the industry claim that Katt was lying, like Kevin Hart, who claimed that nobody was holding back Katt's career because Katt did it to himself. Kevin claimed that Katt was a addict and was unreliable, and that is the reason that his career was unsuccessful.
Good or bad, my frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You off promo shoots. You off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy.
It makes sense that Kevin would slam Katt, given that Katt has exposed Kevin for being a member of the Illuminati and being a pawn for the same elites and powerful people that Katt was exposing. But did that stop Katt from exposing the elites? Because over the years, he kept dragging the elites, and I just know that y'all remember his crazy interview with Club Shay Shay. It was at the beginning of the year, and Katt dragged half of y'all's faves in the interview. He stirred up a storm, and the world hasn't been the same since then, because it has been from one chaotic drama to the next. However, even with all of this, there are still people who have their doubts about Katt Williams, talking about how he was making stuff up about how he got hate from the industry. However, he just got backed up by Jaguar Wright, who claimed that not only did Katt get a lot of hate, but they allegedly made moves on his life and tried to unalive him. It was so bad that he had to wear Kevlar to bed.
Walking away was hard, but it was when the Illuminati first started coming after him. And I'll never forget the day when they breached the house. And I left. You know, back in that moment, Katt was still wearing Kevlar to bed. To bed. I would get in bed with him at night and he would have Kevlar on. Wow. In bed.
She also revealed that the reason she has become a truth teller is because of Katt.
He recently pulled a Jaguar Wright and was just doing a lot of truth telling.
Want to know what's interesting?
Go ahead.
It's Katt Williams that taught me how to be Jaguar Wright.
Oh, wow, okay.
Y'all want to know the crazy part? Jaguar claimed that Snoop Dogg was the one who set Katt up and sold him out to the elites.
What was it about that and him at the moment where it made you want to speak your truth?
He went after Comedy Central. That's what happened. The Flavor Flav roast. The moment that I knew the Snoop Dogg is sold out. That was a hurtful moment. I was always grateful to Snoop for taking Corrupt under his wing. Ricky was in a lot of trouble in Philly. If he hadn't signed a dog pan, I don't even know if he would have been alive. I've always been grateful to Snoop for that. Ricky, my brother.
That's real.
According to her, the elites were mad at Katt because he refused to dance to their tunes and humiliate his fellow black man.
They wanted Katt to humiliate Flav. Like, humiliate him. Like, no holds barred. And they sent a bunch of jokes. And I'll never forget watching Katt in the office downstairs at the house in Marina Del Rey. And he's sitting there looking at the script and just shaking his head. And then the next thing you know, the phone rang and I'm standing there in the office in the doorway and I'm like, are you all right? And he picked up the phone and it was on Comedy Central. And I listened to him threaten to kill him. He said, I'm not doing this. You are not going to get a black man, a real black man, to agree to do this to another black man. $. It was a terrible day. And then that's when all the incidents started happening. Them sending people to the house. Them putting plants backstage at the shows. I mean, I was on tour with him for American Hustle.
Right.
I was on set for First Sunday.
Right.
Fans commented, I think Snoop saw it as fun, but Cat knew something more sinister was going on. They love seeing us tear each other apart. Much respect to Cat. We need Cat and Jaguar to sit down together and press record. It will be the best piece of media. And I've been saying there's no such thing as a coincidence. For multiple people to come out and say the same thing, it's no coincidence. She's talking big facts and I love it. I'm not gonna lie, the thought of Snoop being a snake is low-key shocking, but I wanna know how you guys feel about Jaguar's revelations. Then check out this next video.